Hi, I'm Mike DeSimone.
And I'm Jeff Jensen, and together we're the World Wine Guys.
Welcome to our show, World Wine Guys, What We're Drinking. Once again, thanks everybody. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all the shares. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for all the feedback. We really appreciate it.
We do. And last week, Pinot Noir was an amazing hit. Thank you so much for all of those views and all of those shares. I mean, everyone loves Pinot Noir, but today we're going to do something really, really fun because everyone loves Italian wines, and even more specifically, everyone loves Sicilian wines.
That's right. You know, we've talked about this before. My family's from Sicily.
Yes.
And, you know, the Sicilians actually say that Sicily is the world's smallest continent.
It is, for sure.
It really is. And not only is it a small continent, although in actuality it is an
Yes.
island off of the south coast of Italy.
It's the soccer ball that the Italian boots kick in.
That's right, exactly. It also has a lot of its own indigenous grapes. There's actually
Yes.
a lot of different, for relatively small territory, it actually has a lot of different grapes, a lot of different wine regions as well. So we're going to hit just a few today.
And so we couldn't decide and get it down to just 3 wines. So today we're doing 4 wines. Okay, the first one is a white wine.
So this is Fiuto di Sisa Lu Bancu Catarratto. I know that's all a mouthful.
But Catarratto is the grape.
Exactly, and Fiuto di Sisa is the winery. So it's actually, it's kind of cool. Di Sisa is comes from the Arabic word for splendid. And Lubanku actually refers to, there's a legend that there's a buried treasure of gold coins in the vineyards on the estate where this wine is made.
Well, I think the treasure right now is in the glass because
Exactly.
I'm getting like a lot of like peach, lemon, white flowers. This is a beautiful smelling wine. Let's give it a taste. Why not, right?
Okay, all right, so cheers. And
cheers. Again, thanks for watching. Wow, that is beautiful.
Yeah,
so,
mostly peach, mostly white peach. I know.
Beautiful white peach.
You mentioned that. So mostly white peach, but also getting some lemon and some white flowers. Almost some almond blossom, which is kind of funny because actually this area of Sicily where this is from, there's a lot of almond trees there, and orange trees and olive trees as well. Grapes are not the only crop there. So I'm getting kind of that almond blossom.
Exactly,
as well.
And what Mike's saying, so this is from DOC Monreale. And
Monreale,
so near Palermo. This one I would want with like calamari or salad, like maybe with a tuna.
Yeah, like a niçoise salad, either with
yeah.
canned tuna or with fresh tuna. It would really, really be terrific. Oh, you know what? Anything with capers and olives would be great with this as well. So this wine is available at universalfws.com. So it's actually Universal Fine Wine and Spirits, but it's universalfws.com, and it's $17.
Super.
All right, so now
let's move to a rosé. So this is Filiato da Sebbia del Etna Rosato.
Pretty good.
Not bad for a non-Italian, a non-Sicilian. So this is actually from Mount Etna, which is the volcano that everybody knows about. We actually hiked up a good portion of Mount Etna when we were visiting this winery a few years ago.
Yeah.
And actually we need to go back because they just put in a beautiful hotel.
Yeah, they have a beautiful hotel at Furiate. They have this just gorgeous hotel with a big pool set among the vineyards.
In the vineyards,
yeah. You can go out, I mean, you can taste wine, you can eat really well, you can hike Mount Etna, and then you can go back and sleep among the vines, and who doesn't want to do that?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we were invited to go hike up to Mount Etna, up and look over the crater. And
what's that called? Oh, it's the Tavanero Wine Resort.
Yeah,
that's it.
Right, which is really beautiful, and we definitely need to go back.
We do.
But this one, a beautiful, beautiful Rosato, rosé in English, or actually in French.
It's funny because we find a lot of times with rosés that the red grapes come through on the nose, and I'm getting some cherry
and pomegranate
yeah,
too.
some pomegranate as well. Well, let's taste that. Cheers. And cheers, everyone.
Cheers, everyone. Oh wow, that's beautiful. Great fruit flavors, but it also has a lot of minerality. I
Yeah.
guess that comes from I know that comes from the soil,
Yeah.
the terroir of Mount Etna. So Mount Etna is a volcano, so the soil is very
It's mineral.
mineral
It's
rich
mineral
and volcanic.
rich.
Yeah.
So this is, but again, we're getting that like the pomegranate,
Yeah.
the cherry. There's also a lot of citrus in this, and as you said, that minerality. There's something like flinty or steely about it,
Yeah.
which is really really nice.
I want linguine with clam sauce
I
with
think
this.
so, or like shrimp scampi, or
Yeah.
actually like any grilled fish. Oh, you know what this would be good with too? Like a flounder francaise with the lemon in it. That would
That
be
sounds
terrific.
really good.
Yeah.
So where can we get this one?
We can get this at wineworksonline.com, and it is $19.
Wow. So 2 wines so far under 20. Maybe we'll
I
have
know.
3 wines
I know
under
Jennifer
20.
from Staten Island is really going to
Yes.
dig this week's episode.
Hey Jennifer.
So the next one is CVA Kanikati Centuno Nero d'Avola.
Wow, that's a
Sicilian
mouthful.
dock. It is a mouthful. So again, CVA Kanikati, the winery, which is a cooperative, which means that a lot of people contribute their grapes to, or sell their grapes to be made into this wine. And the Nero d'Avola is the most popular, or the most well-known red grape, I would say, definitely in the American market.
For sure. This smells so beautiful. But by the way, DOC Sicilia has only been around for 10 years, and this November they're actually going to be celebrating their 10-year anniversary.
Oh, well, hey, happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Sicilia dock.
Sicilia dock.
Very, very
Well,
exciting.
let's give this one a sniff and then a taste, right?
Okay. All
Cheers.
right, so cheers. And
I'm getting a lot of like black cherry, raspberry. Beautiful.
oh, you know what? You kind of just exactly what you said you got on the nose, you get on the palate as well.
Yeah.
So there's that black cherry, there's raspberry. Now this spends 12 months in oak barrel.
You can feel a little bit of the oak. It's really
You can
nice.
feel a little bit of oak influence. You can. It's not over oaked at all, but you get some vanilla and a little bit of spice on that as well. So,
Well, isn't this from like where your family's from, like Agrigento area? Kind of down that southwest.
yeah, you know
part?
what? Yeah, it is actually. It is.
So-
So even though it's it's Sicilia dock, and so grapes can come from a variety of regions. Yeah, this is from my family is from the Agrigento Trapani border. So kind of like due south of Palermo, actually, though it's nicer to drive around the island.
It is.
to
Well,
get to that
we'll have
area.
to definitely get back. Where can we get this one?
We can get this one at PotomacWines.com, and they have it for $14, which is it's a great price. I've seen it for a little bit more elsewhere, but I saw this price and thought this is one that people can definitely latch on to.
So we have 3 wines under 20. We worked really hard to do that. The next wine is a little bit more expensive, about 30, but it's worth it. So we want to talk to you about it. This is called Donna Fugata Tancredi. And Donna Fugata means the flying
It means
woman,
woman
right?
in flight.
Woman in flight.
Actually, yeah. There's a really famous Sicilian book that is called Il Gattopardo, or
Yes.
The Leopard, and it actually, so Donna Fugata, or Woman in Flight, is a reference to that book.
Right.
So
a woman in flight.
Yeah.
This one is actually, this one is not DOC Sicilia. However, the owner of this winery is the president of the consortium.
that's right, yeah, Antonio Rallo. Yeah.
But the difference is that this wine has 2 grapes that are not indigenous to Sicily, which is Cabernet Sauvignon and Tannat. And then it also has
There is some
Nero
Nero in it as well. So
right.
this is kind of like, for a Sicilian wine, it's the Sicilian equivalent of a Super Tuscan.
Yeah, exactly.
For example.
Right. And it smells super. So let's give it a try.
All right, so cheers.
Cheers.
And cheers, everyone.
Cheers. Salute. That's a super wine.
Wow, that is
I'm getting like
nice. Darker fruit, so like
big
some
plum,
cassis and black plum,
Yep.
but then there's definitely some licorice on it,
Yeah.
and
or add like anise.
anise, and some dark chocolate as well. It's kind of it's kind of a big wine. It's very pleasant, but it is a big one, and this is the kind of thing. It's the tannic structure from the Cabernet. I would have with like a well-marbled steak.
Big steak.
A porterhouse, a bone-in.
Bistecca Fiorentino.
Exactly.
Yeah, something
a
like
bone-in ribeye,
Yep.
something like that.
Yep.
For our friends who are vegetarians, it would go great with any pastas or risottos made with mushrooms, especially like portobellos or creminis, like really earthy, dark mushrooms.
Well, and as I said, this one is a little bit more expensive, but at $30, it's not a big jump. And you can get this one from b21.com. So it's been great to be able to show you some super wines from Sicily.
I love to celebrate Sicily,
yeah.
and we can't wait to go back, and we can't wait to hear all of you and to see all of your comments and everything and hear how much you're enjoying these wines. So until next week, I'm Mike DeSimone.
I'm Jeff Jensen, and we'll see you next week.
Cheers.
Cheers.